Okay, hello everybody. I like how I just put stream. Okay. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hi, Kat. Hello, Glac. Obviously, you're here. Anyway, how's everybody doing? So I decided to do a late night stream tonight. I know. I'm great. Thanks for asking, Kat. I hope you're doing amazing too. Oh my god. Okay. I'm just sorry. Echo. Okay. Let me switch the screen over. Okay. Hello. Oh my gosh. Oh, 1 second. I forgot to do that. Okay. There we go. It's fixed. Pretty late. I was sleeping and woke up just to watch this. Well, I don't want to, like, put you out. Like, you should go to sleep if you were going to sleep anyway. Also, Glac's staring. Let me turn down the music a tad before I'm back on. Okay, I'm undeafened now on Discord. Hello, Glac.
Hello.
You get enough of it? Okay, that's concerning. Okay, well, not concerning. I'm proud of you for getting enough sleep. I will rephrase myself. I am proud that you get enough sleep. Okay, well, anyway, today, in this stream, me and Glac, Glac and I, are going to be building for Project Dorian, the the series that I had announced previously, yeah, so I'm gonna be building for that today. So, yeah, today we're gonna be. As you can see, a lot has happened since the last stream where I kind of showed off the sets. Like, Glac literally outdid herself. She built so many houses. And so we're gonna be decorating for an episode. I mean, oh my gosh, if I can speak English. Okay, we're gonna be decorating for a scene in episode 1 today. Hello, Lamb. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak English. English is my strong suit, and I'm struggling. Okay, anyway. Hello, Lamb. Welcome in. Welcome. Hope everything's going well. So, my chat is not updating on my computer. Why is that? Okay, it just updated. Alright. Anyway. So, Project Dorian, for those of you who don't know, is you English good bad? Yeah, I would say. So for those of you who do not know what Project Dorian is, I feel like a lot of you guys kind of know what Project Dorian is. But those of you who do not know what Project Dorian is, it is a Minecraft roleplay series featuring Dorian, Dorian Black, and and he basically has a bunch of supernatural experiences, and even collaborates with the police department. You gotta tune in for episode 1 to like figure out what fully happens, you know? Anyway, Glac is over here building an area. If you don't know, then go watch the trailer thing like 50 times. For real, what are you doing? Like, why are you sitting here? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yes, I do have a casting call video out as well. So if you guys wanted to go watch that, you can do that. But like, you're not forced to. It's just recommended that you do. And also, like, tomorrow the casting call closes. So last minute auditions over here. We need some last minute auditions. Okay, anyway, enough rambling on. I'm gonna start building. Okay, so as I said, Glac built this beautiful house right here, and I'm going to transform this house into something amazing on the inside. Obviously not going to touch the outside because I think Glac would actually have a cow.
What? Oh.
You never heard that expression before?
No.
What? Really?
Yeah, never.
It just basically means that you're going to, like, freak out or something. I don't know what the official definition is. I mean, I know what the official definition is, like, but I just can't tell you what it is. just gonna quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how it is. Totally. It is what it is. Anyway, okay, did not mean to do that. I just broke through your roof, Glac. Anyway,
My roof.
yeah. So anyway, how's everybody doing today or tonight? Actually, this is a relatively late stream for me. I barely stream this late. I think the latest I've ever streamed was like 9:20-ish, something like that, maybe. I think. No, it was definitely 8:30 EST, which I mean, even then that's pretty late. It's currently 11 p.m. It is currently 11 p.m. for me. I am in Eastern time. Yeah. I was talking to Glac and I was like, I just want to test the waters. I want to test the waters this streaming late. 7 p.m. on the West Coast, yeah. Glac's over there. Oh my god.
Yeah. Bench.
Oh, I thought you just called me the B word.
Oh, I'm building a park over here. Like, what do you expect?
I'm just gonna do that because I just need to. Okay.
Here for the parents to sit down at. There you go. That's good enough benches. That's actually
It's
lots.
8 for America, girl. There are like 3 different time zones. Well, actually, technically 6 different time zones in America. Yeah, this one does need to be like that. Not me realizing I was on the wrong account. Oh no, you're completely fine. MST there, yeah. I was about to say, it has to be some sort of mountain time over there. Oh my god, like I looked away for half a second and you have like 4,000 things here. What?
I finished the park. Look at it.
Yeah, I see it. You did it in 5 seconds. Like, not even that. You really said, hold my beer and did that. That's a weird expression. Weird phrase, I mean. Okay, how do I want to turn this into... See, I can't do it like that. Burnt down the park? No. I think Glac would actually kill me. So, I'm currently trying to figure out how I want to do the layout of this house. I feel like it'd be cute. We did something like that. So we have like a... I don't know, sort of even thing going on.
We need a tree over.
So it's an odd shape, but I'm thinking that we can actually work with that.
Is it okay if I just put a Christmas tree down?
Go for it. Oh.
In the middle of the park.
Yes.
Well, not middle of the park, it's like the edge of the park.
I'm not even gonna do a fancy floor for this. I just wanna...
Oh, that's not wrong either.
Oh, that is my live stream link. You did not see that.
Oh, it's a little too big.
Light up the house first. The back is very dark. Yeah, I was gonna do that. I don't know how I want to do that though. I was gonna like be like that's
Perfect.
like a later me problem, but I realized that it's gonna be a me problem definitively soon. Okay, let's see. So I kind of want to. I like this like brick thing, so I kind of want to do like a mid wall with this brick maybe. And then sort of have that I do like this like idea of having the bricks like this. So I kind of want the brick to like maybe one more.
I'm looking at the Christmas tree outside.
Oh. Oh! It's huge! Oh, okay. Yeah, she's massive. She's a beast right there. That's for sure. Okay. So let's see. I don't know exactly.
Actually,
what
put a
I'm
sapling down instead. Let's get a spruce sapling.
Okay. I say I should do maybe the ceiling first, so I know exactly how much I'm gonna be doing here. So I kind of want to do just like the average ceiling size, I guess. That's what it could be called. Okay. Never let you go. Okay. So I do have a question for you guys. What is your favorite show of all time, or like movie, for those of you who don't like shows and like watching movies? The ceilings looks like failed origami. Well, yeah, that's just because the stupid underside texture of that is just horrendous. I'm gonna lower. Ooh, I kind of want to lower the ceiling for this area, so we have like a ceiling height difference. But I don't know how that would look. The Motrin are not helping, Glac.
What?
The Motrin is not helping my headache. Like I wished it would.
Oh.
No.
And some fairy lights. I don't know how it looks in shaders. You come over here so I can see on the stream.
I don't even know I'm using the right shaders. Yeah, I am. The fairy lights?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're not
It needs to be
buggy.
dark, actually.
Yeah, you can set it to dark. What time do you want it?
Just
Like the time that I normally use?
for nighttime, yeah.
This.
Ooh, yes.
The time that I'm going to be using in the roleplay, though, is probably 12300. This color. I mean, this time.
Yes. That's the fairy lights.
I'm not good at building at all, so I don't know what's good or not. Yeah, I feel that. Usually it's Glac that tells me I suck at building.
It just...
Yeah,
it's just like I say, like, it needs some improvements.
I do like the different height of the ceiling, though. I think the having the different heights in the ceiling look nice.
I like how I made this like two different houses, and now it becomes one.
Yeah, I do like the different colors of the two. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do like the different colors. I do like the different
Oh,
colors. Okay, so now that we have like a base plan, I do need advice from you guys. How should I? Okay, so how should I decorate this? Like, when we think of like how I'm gonna decorate it, are we thinking like old timey or like modern style? Like, what do you think would be like the best thing to build?
I'm just gonna do...
Oh, I also love how Camp Conduct's intro is playing. Forgot that series existed. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I would never forget Camp Conduct. Ooh, ooh. That was one thing I wanted to discuss with you guys while you guys were on stream, although there's not very many of you. But this could be like a late night thought type of ordeal. So, I wanted to turn Camp Conduct. Oh, whose house is this and what status what year status are they? So this is modern day, and these are sort of more well-off people, but they're throwing a party for the kids in the neighborhood for their graduation.
Oh, type equal item. Oh my god.
Anyway, so I was thinking to myself,
There we go.
okay, yeah. So I was thinking to myself that I wanted to write Camp Conduct as a novel instead of turning it. I mean, I wanted to still turn it into a Minecraft roleplay series, but season 1 of Camp Conduct I wanted to turn into a novel eventually, because I never got to portray the story exactly how I wanted to. And Camp Conduct season 1 was just, it was just me putting things together and hoping that it would look good when I uploaded it, which I understand that is not what I'm trying to do with this roleplay. Something like a fancy college dorm room. Ooh, that would be nice. Let's try that. So I want to turn Camp Conduct into a novel because I feel like I could get the storyline better, but I wouldn't do that if I didn't have anybody's approval to do that.
Set. If I no. 8, 7.
Yeah. Okay. I might turn it into a novel, solely because I feel like it would be sort of like a better thing to do, so that you can still understand the storyline better, just in a different context, because there were so many things that were supposed to happen. Oh my god, hi Lynx, welcome. It's been a while. But I feel like people will understand it better in the form of a novel. And since I'm writing Project Dorian as a novel anyway, and I'm also working on one of my personal novels, but I feel like if I were to go back every so often and sort of turn Camp Conduct into a novel, because it would be easier to understand, and you would get that full storyline that I was trying to show. It's just this full storyline of Camp Conduct that I wanted to show. I could not do it in 13 episodes for season 1, because I would be
revamp.
What?
Camp Conduct.
Camp Conduct revamped?
Yeah.
Honestly, I might do that as like a Christmas special or something, like Camp Conduct revamped. But yeah, I just feel like you guys can't really understand where Camp Conduct was and what it meant, because the storyline was so jumbled, and it was mainly because we originally had approved 17 episodes for season 1. So we'd originally approved 17 episodes, and the whole 17 episode thing was kind of ridiculous, because we all knew that we weren't gonna want to go that far with it. And we had written it out entirely, and my co-writer for the series was like, loved it. They were like, yes, let's do 17 episodes. But then they didn't really help me out with doing that, so I kind of started compressing the episodes, because I didn't want to do it, because it was too much for just me to do, because without her helping, like, it was just not fun. Okay, let's do living room. I want to do a living room here, because I feel like that's like the most reasonable.
Oh, you can like do that thing.
Wait, actually no. I like what?
The improv roleplay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We need to make a meeting for that or something.
Yeah, let's do that, because I love the idea that we have. I think that would be like a great kickstart, I think that would be like, oh my god, wait, Glac, you're so right. We should schedule a meeting for it sometime this week, and then we should start recording it like in November. Ooh, that'd be so much fun, because then we can like tell people to sort of come up with their characters and whatnot. And then we can sort of start building the area that we need. The area, quote unquote area.
During October time.
Yeah. Oh, also that's something I wanted to do. I want to do a Halloween special. And I I didn't know if Moonlight Studios wanted to collaborate on it like together, or if we just wanted to do our each like individual one, or just at our own discretions.
I'm not doing a Halloween special.
Because I wanted to do a Halloween
I'd love
special.
To be part of yours.
Okay, per. Pastel, would you ever do real life meeting with like a whiteboard and stuff? I mean, I have. I personally have. I mean, I'm in student government and like student representative stuff. So yeah, I have done that before, but not for Moonlight Studios personally.
I think great, honestly. Both of us get in a room.
Oh my god,
like
stop. No,
and we,
for
like,
real.
Have a meeting with everybody, and then we're like, yeah, and
you're out. You're done. You have never attended this before.
Stop.
That's kind of the struggle we're having right now. It is. It is very much the struggle we are having.
Yeah.
I wanted to be nice about it, but it's horrible, Glac. It's horrible. Okay, anyway.
We just need to like upload, and then people will realize, oh shit, they're actually doing stuff with their studio.
Yeah, see, some of those people I don't even think would realize.
I don't know. Unless we make an announcement, here's uploads.
Yeah, true. Or like you're out if you don't.
We should do that. We should add everybody in the Discord when we have like content that is like used to Moonlight Studios Discord like team.
Yeah. Okay, I'm thinking we release that improv series that you're talking about. I'm thinking we do that in November. There should be like a prime focus in November, so that the time that December comes around, we can do a season 2 maybe.
Oh.
Or like a revamp of it, or like even make like a finale to it. What? I think people would absolutely love that idea.
I feel like we should like do it like next year to season 2.
Yeah. I think that people would absolutely love it, because then the more we all collaborate and upload, the more motivated we get, which also comes out to the fact that the more content is uploaded. Ooh, also, here, let me DM you. You know who I was thinking about we invite?
Let's see.
I was thinking we invite them.
Ooh, they're doing an improv series.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
I was thinking we invite them, and then we invite other girly that is friends with them, you know what I mean? Like IRL friends with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Invite me and buy Java Edition. Well, you see, I would, but I'm kind of too broke for that. Not gonna lie.
I don't have the money to buy somebody else.
I spent my money on Primo Gems. I did.
I spent my money on a VTuber model.
Yeah, you did. I did spend like $35 on this PNG tuber, so not the but like for real though. Okay, so kitchen there. What should be here? Because I wanted to have like an outdoor area back here that literally goes to nowhere. It's just there for effect, you know. And so the kitchen goes there.
Upstairs somewhere, so we can pretend there's an upstairs somewhere.
We could honestly do stairs here.
Okay. And then like we have a dining room here.
No,
like,
stop. Because
kitchen.
what if we make this? Glac, this is gonna look funny, but what if we make this a mini bar?
Ooh.
Like, because they're rich.
This house is like really weird.
Well, I mean, they're rich, so.
I guess.
So we got a mini bar. For the back art area. Ooh, a pool with fairy lights up. Yeah, for real. Although I don't think the back will ever be shown. The ironic part about this is where this is literally right across from the police station place. So, yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So that's one thing other that I was gonna mention. So back to the novel situation. My dream is to turn all my role plays into a novel, so you guys can read more in depth. Because my role plays sort of feature like all the characters, all their thoughts. You know, although it does follow a main character, you sort of get backstory on everyone. But the novels, I wanted to put more focus into what the main character's thinking. And I usually like writing novels limited third person, which is basically a narrator that knows every single thing about the main character and doesn't focus on anyone else. So I wanted to kind of write all of my novels in that style, because I feel like first person would be a little wordy to do. Because first person would sort of be hard to do. So I wanted to write them all from the perspective of the main character, and sort of have that narrator that knows the narrators. I mean, that knows the character in question's thoughts, so that you guys can kind of form a deeper understanding of the plot line and the storyline. If I were to write Camp Conduct into a novel, I do not know how long it would be. But I would want to release it all at the same thing. If I ever do make novels, though, yes, they will be buyable. Because I'm planning on writing my own novels anyway, so I need like a platform to start somewhere. So yes, if I did finish up a novel based on my roleplay series, they would be sold on my merch store once I, get that up and running. But I'm not gonna have any like physical, like, I mean, I'll probably have like a poster that you guys can buy or something, maybe, for my series and whatnot. But other than that, like, it's just gonna be novels, some other stuff, maybe, if I ever choose to sell it. So in the future, maybe you'll have like the option for like a cute hoodie, or like a notebook. I was gonna sell notebooks that sort of aren't that obvious. Like they look like regular notebooks. They're not super showy, super flashy. I just liked having the idea of having like a notebook with maybe just like my IRL signature, not my real name, but my like autograph on it, or something cute in the bottom corner, or even something that says like, or even something like a little logo, or something with like a narwhal on it. Just so that you guys can have something cute to have that you can remember me by. If like a Camp Conduct theme notebook for other series themes. Yes, I was gonna plan on doing that as well. I do like that idea, and I honestly already started on the planning for this type of stuff. And I do want to sell that, but it would just be up there for people who want to buy it. It's not going to be mandatory, of course. It's not going to be like, you watch me, you have to buy this. It's just like, it's there if you want it. It's like a cute souvenir that you can have to sort of remember, like, oh, I watched this person. But yes, all of my novels I will buy out your whole store. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you will buy out my whole store. But yes, once like novels start to get completed and everything, those will be separately sold, where you guys can buy a physical hand copy to have. And I plan on having those, like I was planning on having some sort of special thing where you can pay a little extra or something to get something special like inside of your book order. So obviously I wouldn't be handling it myself, but I might per se get in contact with the people who are selling the book and sign one, put a little letter inside of it or something like that, something along the lines of that if possible. I just feel like it'd be more personalized if I signed your guys' book, because all of my friends that want to read my novels or whatever already, I told them I'd sign their copy. So I was just like, if people want to get their book signed by me, maybe the first 10 books sold will get a signed copy or something like that. But yeah. I think it'd be fun to sort of do something like that, because for every
There's a
episode.
spider in my room.
Oh
I'm like
gosh,
staring at it.
I hate spiders, gal. Like if I see a spider, I'm
It's
out.
like on the top of my ceiling.
Yeah, no. If I see a spider, I am out. O-U-T, out. It's horrible. I am out if I see a spider. Okay, go deal with that. But yeah, so novels. I wanted to rewrite Camp Conduct as a novel. That was one of my main plans from the get-go. I just feel like Camp Conduct as a whole needed a sort of storyline that wasn't shown in the series because the series was rather rushed in my opinion, and it was not my best work whatsoever. So I feel like if I had written a novel based on Camp Conduct, I could sort of portray it better. And Camp Conduct itself was written as like a hey Pancake, welcome. I'm great. I hope you're doing well. Just talking about some novel and shops and stuff. Glac doesn't say anything. Yeah, for real. And then she's like, there's a spider. Honestly, reasonable though. Spiders are terrifying.
Yeah.
Reasonable. But I wanted to write Camp Conduct as a novel, like just rewrite it because the storyline as a whole, there was something missing, and it's just, I feel like writing it as the theme of how I recorded the roleplay. It is currently 11:23 for me, which is also, my phone's in military times and my computer is as well. So it's 23:23. Anyway. Yes, it is 11 p.m. for me. 11:30, but yeah, I wanted to rewrite Camp Conduct as like a 13+ novel. Sort of like nothing inappropriate, but just a romance that people understand. So Pastel is 2 hours ahead of us. Well, 2 hours ahead of you, 3 hours ahead of Pancake, but oh, Glac's just sitting on the log. Cute. Oh my god, Glac's looking off in the distance. Let's do a cinematic of her looking off into the distance as Glac ganders into the distance. She is left undisturbed. I don't know. That was stupid. Okay.
The spider has disappeared.
You should also have like real life struggles that people may go through. Yeah, so that is one thing that I was hesitant to touch on in Camp Conduct because Pastel, his family, him and Janet sort of didn't have the best relationship with Pastel's father. And I sort of touched on it a little bit in the last episode of Camp Conduct where, you know, Pastel got a letter from his father and he sort of shut it out and shunned it. But yeah, Pastel did not have the best relationship with his father. And that was mainly because his father was extremely homophobic and sort of despised both Janet and Pastel for being a part of the LGBT community. So he got arrested and stuff. Was this the new episode, the one with the father? No, I don't think I ever introduced Pastel's father in there, but Ray's father was the main antagonist of the series, which I wish that I would have did that so differently and recorded it and, you know, sort of storyboarded that entirely differently, because it would have made so much sense for Ray's dad to be the antagonist if I would have furthered the series to the 17 episodes that were originally allocated for it. But I started cutting events and I didn't realize how like that minor occurrence would have made the entire plot not understand that Ray's father is the main antagonist. But basically there's a flashback, which I do show in episode 11, I think it is. I like how I can just remember these episodes. But Ray's dad sort of was always a scientist, and he was always questioning things, always, you know, writing and experimenting and testing. So you're pretty much going to rewrite Camp Conduct. Yes, in a way, everything's still going to pan out exactly as it did in the series. All the scenes in the series will be in the novel because those are part of the storyline. But there are other scenes that I left out without even realizing, honestly. I thought that I left them in there. Like, I thought that by cutting them out, it would make everything easier to understand. But in actuality, I cut out one key storyline, and nobody understood that Ray's dad was going to be the antagonist. But, yeah, so Ray's dad was so interesting. Sorry, someone was at my door. Ray was a very interesting character. I will agree. I also don't like how I portrayed him. Ray was going to be way different in season 1 of Camp Conduct than he was. Originally, I had written him in as like this very jockish, frat boyish character that was like obsessed with the ladies or whatever. But Ray was supposed to be like that. But then I felt that it wouldn't make sense for Pastel to be best friends with a guy like that. So I sort of started changing Ray's personality to be more of like the kinder type of guy, but also like the oblivious type. And I changed Ray's character to be something that he completely wasn't. In that aspect, I am rewriting Ray's character line. He's not going to be any different. He's just going to be more rigid and more unpredictable. Because, like, girl, he was unpredictable in the first season of Camp Conduct. But he's gonna be way more unpredictable now. So just you wait. Oh. I'm gonna sit on the floor. Are you... Oh, okay. Pancake, are you talking about Pastel and Gold in the future, or as of in Camp Conduct? Like, as of now, like season 1.5? Is like that what you're talking about? So we kind of gave up building. Yeah, we kind of did. This stream's going unlisted after this, but you guys are getting the tea. To answer your question though, Pancake... What?
I did not give up on building.
Well, yeah, Glac didn't give up on building. I did. Because I was talking about Camp Conduct stuff. But basically, the short answer is yes. Things will happen between Gold and Pastel, but I'm also rewriting Gold's character. If I ever, like, would have written the novel. The only character in this series that is going to act the exact... the only two characters in this series that will act the exact same way, regardless of novel and series, is Ella and Nova. Because Ella and Nova are exactly how I planned them to be. They say exactly what I meant them to say. They came across the exact way I meant them to be portrayed. And that's why a lot of people liked Ella. A lot of people had told me that they liked Ella. And a lot of people like Nova because she's kind of a baddie. So a lot of people like those characters. A lot of people were very confused with Ray, which I completely understand. So that is why I'm rewriting him to be less confusing, more conflicting. Gold was supposed to be that soft topish boy that was like a golden retriever, but I kind of did not fully encapsulate that. So I'm trying to change that. I want him to be more of a golden retriever boyfriend. And I want him to sort of be more reclusive and more hidden, because Gold, I've sort of hinted, but not directly. Gold has sort of had troubles at home. So it would make sense if I sort of rewrote the whole Gold line. I feel like other characters, Nova, Ella, and other types of side characters didn't get any attention. Yeah, no, because Nova and Ella were like Pastel's best friend, and they were barely featured in the series. Because at that point, I was cutting out any side plot, which I definitely should not have done. I was just going straight main plot. And it was kind of confusing because some days it was like, I would wake up to record and I'd script write before recording and sending the lines out to the voice actors. And I was like, oh, this is a great script. So I'd go to record it and it had no side characters, no side plot. It was just straight storyline. And I feel like if I would have written it to have that sort of side plot, it wouldn't have felt so like I was listing the story points out for you guys. Yes, Nova was seen a lot more. Nova was shown a lot more than Ella. She did have a good amount of scenes, in my opinion. I think she did. I would have written her into more scenes. One thing I wish that I would have rewritten was I wish I would have rewritten Nova and Ray's relationship, because it's sort of like Ray kisses Pastel unconsensually, runs away, panics. Nova's there on the soccer field, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna save you," blah blah blah. So she goes and's like, "It's okay, Ray. You shouldn't have done that, but like, I sympathize with you," which she should have never done to begin with. And then Ray's like, "Okay," and then they sort of get a crush on each other from that one scene. It's like, what I didn't show is it was more and more than that. It was supposed to be they were partnered together at a soccer game, which that was never shown in the season. It was supposed to be they were partnered together at a soccer scene after the fact that, you know, they sort of talked about it a bit. Because at the beginning, Nova punched Ray into the fountain. You know, girl boss, as she should. But then I wanted to be like sort of enemies to lovers, but I did not portray that as well as I wanted to. For the novel, you should take as long as you want and don't just do storyline. Do some filler type stories, characters more. I'm a filler for the novel. What I was thinking about doing maybe is to sort of to give the impression of like the other characters. I wanted to write sort of the chapters, and most of the chapters are told from Pastel's point of view. Most of it's telling Pastel's character. Most of it's telling the main storyline from Pastel's point of view. But I wanted to write maybe some chapters from other characters' point of views and still do that limited third person that I wanted to do from the get-go, just so you guys can sort of see the bonding between the characters and what they personally think. Because I feel like doing that for Ray would be amazing. Because Ray is a very conflicting character, and maybe having a chapter where Ray is the narrator or something like that would really give benefit, because Ray is not really known that well. So I think by you guys understanding Ray's side, you can sort of see why he would think he had a crush on Pastel and why he did what he did. And by no means am I sympathizing with what he did, because what he did was horrible. Yes, like each book can be a season or something, maybe up to 3 books for one season. See, I would, but I wanted to do one novel per season of storyline, like, and my favorite book is going to be Living in the Moment. If I ever rewrote Camp Connect Living in the Moment as a novel, by far my favorite. Also, why did my chat move all the way across my screen? Now my chat's gone. Oh well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made the barn.
Wait, already? Oh, that's cute. I love that style. Oh my god, guys, that's so cute. Okay, so my favorite... Oh, that's waving. And that's another menu that I just pressed that I don't know what I did. May have crashed, but... Okay, I didn't. Okay, I'll just wave at you guys while I'm talking. Okay, never mind. So basically, my whole plan was to... My plan was to do that. I need the podcast. We need more stuff like this. Yeah, we were actually planning on working on the podcast stream stuff, but we're waiting on Glac to get her VTuber model.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh, we're waiting on something. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we technically are waiting on that, but I think we need to do that like after, possibly. Okay. Anyway, so. Yes, we're planning on doing podcast streams like we talked about in the last stream, but we haven't really decided. I want PNG table. Well, Glax is a VTuber, but mine's a PNG tuber, so you'll get PNG tuber myself, you know, as you should. But oh, my chat came back.
Oh my god.
But it's orange.
What?
It's usually pink. It came back orange. Okay, well, anyway, I just wanted to update. Okay, anyway. So my plan with Camp Conduct was to sort of have that storyline that viewers can understand and have that sort of feel of having like to go away to summer camp because your parents say so. But I never really did that. It was kind of like a spur of the moment type thing. Yeah, that's what we actually have. We actually have that. If you give me a second, I can show you guys on stream. Let me pull up this image. Stop, I went to the artist and I saw the other image, Glac.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. Okay, let me move this Streamlabs over here. Okay. Adding source. Okay. Ignore that this does this. Oh. Copy. Okay, so here's the first image that I received. Here's the first image. Now, we have, that's the nighttime mode. Then we have a dark mode. I mean, a light mode, which is that. So we're gonna have, you know, a great podcast. Okay, let me move this back over here. Okay, sorry, I had to move that back over before I talked again. I'm glad you guys like it. Is there a specific date for the podcast? Actually, I don't know. Glac, you want to do it tomorrow?
No. I have two things to do tomorrow.
How about next Saturday? We could do it next Saturday if you're free.
I don't know.
Okay, I guess.
Can't do the sit command. What do you mean I can't? Hello?
Oh my god, we can sit
yeah.
together. Look, this is our own little podcast. You see, Kat wants the podcast. Okay. Anyway. I just... See, the only problem... We need all the tea. For real. Honestly, I might just do a podcast stream on my channel eventually too. Like, okay, so the Moonlight podcasts, we want to have a podcast on Moonlight Studios for events in the community that are happening, interviewing people, sort of talking about Moonlight Studios stuff, studio applications, and that kind of stuff. And then I was thinking on my channel, I would, like on our individual channels, we're going to be talking about our own role plays. Obviously, we'll mention them in the podcast, but on my channel personally, I'm going to be doing podcast streams eventually that are like Camp Conduct related or Project Dorian related, or just my role plays as a whole. And like my personal experiences and what I want to do and whatnot. So, yeah. I do want to turn Camp Conduct into a novel, and I will probably get to work on that. It's gonna take me about like 2 or 3 months to even finish it all the way, if anything. So I will try my best, but now that I'm in school, I don't have that much free time, especially not since I'm writing my other novel as well. Speaking of my other novel, it eats. It's great. You guys will love it when it comes out, which probably won't happen this year because it's like a different thing that I'm not motivated for. But it's a tea table. It's a tea table. So yeah, I wanna turn Camp Comics into a novel because I want there to be that opportunity for you guys to experience what I was trying to write with it. And I did not do that perfectly with season 1. And I can't just, I mean, I technically can, but I can't just delete all of Camp Conduct off my channel and like repost it and have the time to do that. So my goal was to just move on from season 1, go into 1.5 and just do it. And a lot of people were very confused why I called it Camp Conduct 1.5. And that's because it's not directly season 2. It's mostly what I consider it is. I consider it an epilogue to season 1. It's yes, by novel I mean book. Yeah. I want to turn Camp Conduct into a book because I can only go up. I can't really remove. Because then if I remove Camp Conduct season 1 from my channel and I did season 1.5 or whatever, it would sort of be complicated because people definitely would not know what I'm. Oh my God! We're joined by a Christmas tree, guys. The Christmas tree is floating. You should go on top of like my head and see if it floats above my head. Like just stand on top of my head. Perfect. Wait, where you were before it lined up on my camera. That's funny. 1.5 Pastel Life and Camp Conduct take place in camp. See, well, a little early Christmas. Yes, for real. Season 1.5 life. Oh, speaking of, there are people in the stream. 2 of you guys have applied to be a moderator, and I just want to update you guys on that. So Den and I are supposed to look into moderator applications soon. I know they closed like 2 weeks ago, but we were just gonna let people apply still, even though we said like that's a deadline. We're gonna look into moderator applications soon, and we will contact you guys eventually. If if we're interested in working with you, obviously. But it's not really gonna be me that sort of tells you guys what to do. I mean, obviously the rules come from me. It's mostly going to be Den that sort of makes sure you guys are doing your right thing, like doing the right thing as a moderator. And we do have like a activity requirement, but it's not even that stressful. It's like 2 streams a month. For example, if I stream like 10 times a month, you just got to be in it 2 times. So you got to be there a fifth of the time. So it's not like we're saying you have to be there every single stream. So it requires a lot of time and skill. We like to have people that already have some sort of moderating experience, but it really doesn't matter as long as you're willing to learn. And as long as your responses are great to the forum. Also, the forum's in my Discord server and on my community tab if any of you guys are interested in applying. I know some of you already did. Oh, Glac's a broom. I just realized. So I just feel like Camp Conduct 1.5 is mostly Pastel's life, but it's mostly the trauma that came from Camp Conduct and him trying to move forward with his life. And in the end, you saw that Gold replied to him, or Gold said something to him like living in the moment or whatever. Or, well, no, he wrote living in the moment in his journal. And so he's trying to live by that now, which it's supposed to be like, it's kind of cheesy, but I thought that it was like really great at the time. And I still think it's good. Sounds good. Looking forward to potentially helping out. Same. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you guys are willing to apply. Also, Glac you are an obtuse pumpkin. Oblong. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say oblong. Rectangular right there. Me personally, I do think Camp Conduct didn't make sense really. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense if you watch
what happened. And like I would do a stream with Pastel watching all of it.
Well, if you intensely focus on like the plot line and you watch it all the way through, you can kind of understand it. It's just, I swear, honestly, I don't even mind showing you guys this. Give me a second. Okay, hold on. Document. I'll just show you my Google Docs.
Show up.
What?
Oh wait, we don't have the stats on this world. Ugh.
Show off what?
I was gonna show off the stats, but we don't have this on this world.
Oh yeah, that's
or
sad.
Pack, so.
Camp Conduct. I think I just already deleted it on the official document. But there used to be 17 episodes. Yeah, I can't really show you guys what I wanted to show you because it doesn't work. But anyway. Some of it was very forced or added last minute plot. Yeah, I completely agree with you. It was pretty bad. I mean I tried, and okay, so like I don't know if you guys were in when I said this, but it was mainly because the person that I was co-writing with were like, yes, let's add this, let's do this, I'll help you all the way, and she didn't help. So it was mostly me just trying to compensate for the fact that I knew that it was going to take me a month to upload each episode. And I was just like, there's no way I'm spending 17 months on one series, which I ended up spending more than that. But just think about it this way. I'd be spending like 3 times as much time if I was to write 17 instead of 13. If you guys want to hear the other plots, like the other plot points that were put in Camp Conduct that did not make the episode, I will be glad to share those with you. But if you do not, and you want to be surprised when the novel comes out, yeah, it just adds that harder to understand for real. It just does. Okay, wait. Let's do this the right way, because this is my channel is a democracy.
Nice poll.
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't even know if you can you not run polls yet, Glac?
No, I can.
Oh, you can? Girl, why didn't you tell me?
Wait, no, as a mod, no.
Oh,
For
okay.
you, no. Oh.
Okay. Oh, this is like...
I can close the poll. I can report poll.
I want to
Yeah, I want to report this poll.
Funny enough, I was planning on giving my channel members, I was planning on reaching out to them all personally, because they're all on my Discord server. So I was planning on reaching out to them personally and asking them if they want a signed copy of the novel when it comes out. But I will give exceptions to like people that aren't members but have been around for a long time. Because I'm glad that I have a smaller audience. And I'm glad that I get to like talk to the same people every so often. Yeah, I feel that. I'm only channel members on 2 channels, and that's Megan and Cam's. But as soon as Glac gets monetized, girly, highest tier right there. Makes up for the fact that Glac used to spend $7.99 a month on my channel membership. Anyway.
No. 16 months going strong.
For real. Please, please side me. I will pay you. Well, I mean, I was planning on having like on my store. I was planning on doing like a limited time only, and it would be like 10 copies of a signed book. And I, send those to you guys, obviously. Because I wanted like 10 copies of my signature on a book, because I feel like it's more personal. And then those who buy that, I'll write you, like, I could, like, if I was given the chance, I would write you guys like a little note that says how grateful I am and thank you for being in my streams, blah, blah, blah. It'd be like a signed souvenir from you to me. I mean, me to you. The other way around. The other way around. Yes, there you go. Okay, well, the poll seems to be almost unanimous. Glac, can you close the poll? Or in the poll, or however you do it?
No, I can't.
Magnificent.
I can block the poll.
You can block the poll?
I think it blocks you, but you know.
It blocks me. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the results are in. I will save the book, and will it be, well, oh my god, we'll sell it when you're popular. Yeah, don't do that. If you're gonna do that, buy like a signed copy and then a regular copy of the book and sell the regular copy. Can I register to get a signed book? I would love to get a reserved book. I mean, honestly, kind of considering it. So I was planning on having a podcast stream later on about camp conduct and why it flopped and what I would have done better and what I plan to do in the future. Like, it's just gonna be a whole, like, camp conduct stream based on camp conduct for probably 2 hours, honestly. And I'm just going to talk about it, what happened with it, why it did so horribly, and why it wasn't a great series. And I'll talk about it then. And I'll probably do, like, my goal is to check my channel members, and if there's channel members that I know would want one, I'd go and ask them. And then my next step would be to ask, like, the longtime viewers that I've had in my streams, which would be, like, Pancake, Cat, and a bunch of others that I can count on, like, my fingers. So I'd ask them, and then if nobody else claims it, well, obviously I'd ask, like, my studio. But yeah, if no one else claims it, then I'll just sort of go around and kind of not give them out, but my goal is that I don't have to do that, and I can just put it online, and you guys can buy the limited edition copy that just has, my signature on it. I do want to have, like, a limited edition copy that's, like, a collector's edition that has, like, a fancy cover that the other book will not have. Just grab it as soon as it comes out, as you should, period. Yeah, I'm broke. Well, yeah, it's sad. I feel that. I'm gonna steal all the signed books. Yeah, so I'm gonna limit it 1 per person. So... but yeah, all of my like longtime viewers will definitely be pretty much guaranteed to get one as long as you guys can steal it soon enough. What if I saw it? Oh, what if I saw it for friends? Can I get more? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm gonna like sort of. I think I'm gonna. Oh my God, Miss Elder Guardian. I'm gonna probably limit it 1 per order. Give you 50 of them instead. I don't know if I can. I don't even know if I can sign books on the site that I'm going to be using to make the book and sell the book. Give you 100. Give you 1,000. Yeah, that is a lot. That is like a substantial amount right there. Yeah, I don't think I'm giving you 100,000 of the copies of the book. I like how this went from a Project Dorian build stream to just me chatting. Okay, well, anyway. Just gonna quickly just plop myself down on the floor. Give me 1 trillion. Yeah, I don't think I could physically do that. That would be like 1 trillion times 19. So that'd be $19 trillion, which is also the amount of debt the United States has. And I don't have that money. If I did, the United States would probably not be in debt. So, anywho, there was something I was going to say about the camp conduct writing process in general. I'll just have the president adopt me. I don't think the president can give you that. Anyway, so my goal with camp conduct is to rewrite it to be more better. Like every building stream becomes just chatting. Okay, well, yeah. One day I'm actually going to do building. I think as soon as Glac's here, I get unmotivated because Glac's doing all the building. Oh my god, you're a ghost. She's a spooky ghost. Anyway. I feel like I get unmotivated because Glac's doing all the building, and I just feel like I'm not good enough to build, so I don't. I'm better at, like, non-modded building. Ooh, speaking of building, where if you get that kind of money, you better not give it to the U.S. government. Yeah, I'm not, but I'm just saying in taxes, if I made that amount in a year, they'd get over half of it. Out of 10, how do you think camp conduct will be voted on IMB? Well, since it's not a movie, it's not gonna be voted on IMB. But if I had to guess, I would say 5.5 out of 10. Just shut it. How do you think it would be? 5.5. I'm gonna have to go with 5.5. But yeah, I think writing a novel of camp conduct would do it justice because season 1 was just... Season 1 was horrible, guys. And I apologize for that. Like, I tried to make it look good, but it's just I didn't have the resources. All the voice actors were my friends. All the body actors were my friends. All the builders were my friends. Like, I didn't know what a studio application was at that time, so I just didn't do it. It was good to be Pastel. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It was executed horribly because I didn't have the resources to do it, but I wanted to pretend like I did. It's a good premise. I know, I love the premise of Camp Conduct, but the actual premise of Camp Conduct is 10 times, if not 20 times better of season 1 than what it was. The premise was basically summer camp leads to horrible relationships that we've come to find out are caused by childhood memories and fathers. I want the novel now. Oh, don't worry. After I end stream, y'all, I'm gonna write it. I'm definitely gonna write it after stream. Not like the entire novel, obviously, but preferably one chapter tonight. Because my goal was to start with Pastel and sort of discover who he is, and then have the whole first chapter just be Pastel talking, like going to camp, because. And then I wanted to do, let me help write. Well, I mean, I would, but like that would be spoilers. We love fathers. Some of us do, yes. But camp conduct, I wanna focus on Pastel and Pastel's backstory. Is there a specific date when you're gonna make this book and sell it? If I can finish it, I'm hoping by January. End of January. February-ish. And funny enough, honestly, as weird as it sounds, I kind of want to sell it by the date that Camp Conduct's episode 1 came out, which was July 16th. But just as like the memes for the fact that the novel comes out the day the first episode of the season comes out, but then I thought about it more and I'm just like, ugh. That's so long away. That's actually very short for writing a novel. Most novels take about like most novels take more than 3 months, and a lot of authors that write their novels take more than 3 years. like a lot of famous authors that sort of are trying to perfect their book take like 3 years, and just the brainstorming process. It's a cute idea. Well, thank you. But yeah, it's just gonna be sort of to explain the things that camp conduct was meant to be that is no longer is. And that was mainly because I thought that I had everything under control. I thought that I had the studio resources for it. And then some issues went down, and my friends were leaving and friends were joining, and it was chaos. And I mean, I really wanted to start the series. I wanted to be a roleplay YouTuber for the longest time. Like the longest time. And I was glad that I actually want to help write if you need it. Okay, well, I will keep that in mind. But camp conduct was supposed to be something that I was proud of. And at the time, I would tell people that I'm so proud of camp conduct. I'd tell people. But the truth was, I was never happy with it. I mean, I was happy with it when I found out that it was actually gaining traction. It gained a lot of traction. I think that's where a lot of you guys came from. But episode 1 had 100 views in the first week of me uploading it. It did not do well. And then as soon as the episode that went viral pretty much is episode 5 and 6. And then episode 9 skyrocketed as well. Same with 7. That was 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They were the videos that popped off. So that's where people were finding my videos from. I don't know, what episode did you guys, what video specifically, episode or whatever it was, did you guys find me from? I just want to know, as a random thing. The juicy scenes are the ones that get the most views. Also the thumbnails, most clickbaity. Because some people that I know have found me from maybe episode 6 of Camp Conduct. And they figure they just go back and rewatch the entire series. And then I've had people see it in episode 1 and watch the entire series from there, or even watch the finale first. Because I know Glac found me from the texting hour teaser. Love the one where Pastel burned his marshmallow. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, come on. What do you expect? There is a man that is attractive just chilling there. Girly. He was in his crush era. Ooh, I really want to emphasize the Romeo and Juliet scene a lot too. I want to make that very descriptive because I mean, obviously you guys saw the fact that Pastel and Gold kind of left the practice to hang out on their own, but you guys don't know why. I never stated why. At this point, I mean, you can kind of tell why. In the episode previous, Gold kind of locked himself in the canteen and told Pastel, oh, you still love Ray or whatever or whatnot, and, you need to do the blah, blah, blah. And I was and that was one of Gold's major flaws. He sees something, he gets a little jealous, and for the wrong reasons. Pastel was knocked out by Hermes on the football field. Come on. And Ray carried him there and was making sure he was okay by being a good friend, and Gold was I am jealous. So basically that was one of Gold's flaws, that he gets jealous a little too easily, but he's also a golden retriever, so I mean, it's okay. But yeah, so I kind of explained it, they sort of made up, but I never really showed what happened next. They were supposed to hug, and they were supposed to hang out on the on a roof or something. They were supposed to talk about their lives or whatever. Never added that scene. So the next day after fighting, yeah, for real, that was one of Gold's flaws. One of Gold's flaws is he gets jealous too easily, and I want to still keep that, but I want to change it from he gets jealous easily to he overthinks easily. So he thinks something's going on with Gold, and with Ray, and he's not necessarily jealous. He just thinks he's not good enough, which is something that I want to add entirely. But I wouldn't know how to go about that. I was thinking about splitting up the novel throughout the novel, writing it from different characters' point of views, but I feel like it'd be too confusing, so I might just do the main characters from the point of views, or I might just write the afternote by Gold, because I mean, Pastel leaves camp and Gold is talking to Ray, so I want to emphasize that scene more. I want to see Ray and Gold throw hands. Honestly, they actually did. Not in the series itself, but in the episodes that I had originally drafted, they threw hands. They fought. They got in trouble for fighting. Where did Glac go? Glac's still here, right? I think. Yeah, she's still here. I think she's muted though. Or did she leave? I think she might have left the VC. No, she left the VC. Nice. Okay. I have Discord sounds off and I'm not in the VC. Anyway. Oh, Glac went to get food. Okay. Well, so basically Ray and Gold were supposed to fight. And this So, fun fact. This is something that I never specifically stated nor actually happened in the series, but it was supposed to happen. Gold was supposed to be a part of the soccer team at the camp, and there was supposed to be like a soccer team, and they fought like opposing camps or whatever. So Gold was officially supposed to be on the soccer team, right? And I never showed that, so I cut the scene at the end with Gold and Pastel, like Pastel cheering Gold on and Nova cheering Ray on. I cut that scene entirely. It was supposed to happen after the aftermath of the explosion in the lab and before the party scene in episode 13. It was supposed to happen there, and it never did. And I really wanted it to happen. I tried to get it to happen, but it didn't fit in with the storyline that I was going for. So I just dropped it entirely. So basically Gold's supposed to be on the football, but soccer team. And he is really good at it. Like, he's the star player. He's the team captain. And Pastel, one of the main reasons Pastel falls for him is because Gold is playing soccer, and then he sort of talks to him, and, you know, he just got done running and everything, and, you know, he's great at what he does, and then he's nice as well. So that's one of the reasons Pastel, like, is sure. He's like, I want to be a little more than friends with this man. And one of the main flaws with both characters is that both Gold and Pastel do not want to admit that they have a crush on each other. So they go the entirety of camp with just having a crush on each other and sort of doing things that friends wouldn't do, not in the NSFW way, but just not kissing either, but like hanging out, getting a little touchy, like holding hands and stuff. And they don't want to admit that they like each other, so they don't. And Gold wanted to ask Pastel if, like, you know, they wanted to be boyfriends or something. And he was supposed to do that in episode 13, but he kind of chickened out. So he never told him. And basically Pastel leaves summer camp, and Gold and Pastel live about 2 hours away from each other because Camp Conduct is in the middle of where Gold and Pastel live geographically. But they're supposed to be it's just they're far away from each other. Yes, they can go visit each other, but they don't have time. They're busy with their lives. Like, I was waiting for Gold to make a love for real. But no, they try to make each other jealous, but then realize it's too much and they stop trying to make each other. Yeah, that's actually what was going to happen in the series. You guys are predicting the series. Yeah, well, I understood it in my brain. I just read it out. But yeah, that's actually what's supposed to happen. But not really they make each other jealous. It's just mostly Gold's jealous of Ray. And, oh, that's another thing I never touched. The fact that Hermes and Gold are best friends. Hermes was originally written to be Gold's best friend character, and I never finished it. So what I did was I took Hermes out from being Gold's best friend, turned Hermes into the weird kid that gets threatened to kicked out and knocks over Pastel and tackles him really hard. Hermes is the guy that inflicts the pain on Pastel and causes Pastel to pass out and Ray take him to the nurse or whatever. And then Haraya threatens him. And he's also the weird guy in episode 3 at the bonfire or whatever that's like on his phone or whatever. Anyway, Hermes and Gold were supposed to be best friends. Yeah, Hermes was in 2 episodes. They were supposed to be best friends, but I completely removed him from the storyline. I thought that it would be better if I made Horiath and Gold best friends. So midway through the series, not midway through the series, but at episode 3, I was like, Hermes is weird. I want to keep him as like the weird character that like is athletic, but he's weird. So I was like, Gold would not swoop that low. So I was like, who could I make friends with Gold? And I was like, Nova and Ella would not be friends with Gold because they're already, friends with themselves. And even though they're fighting all the time, they're still friends with each other. So I was thinking to myself, I was like, who would be a good friend option for Gold? And I was like, why not Horiath? Because they both started camp at the same year. They were both friends when that happened, and their counselors were best friends. So it would make sense that, Gold and Horiath are best friends. So I kind of went with that trope, and I hope that I subtly hinted at the fact that Horiath and Gold were best friends in a way, like good friends at least, because Horiath comes and talks to Gold, and she's like, you like him, don't you? Blah, blah, blah. And like everybody thinks Gold's straight because Gold hasn't officially came out yet, but he's sort of out, but hasn't officially came out yet. So like obviously Gold would not tell somebody he wasn't at least a little bit of a good friend with, that he, it's a little gay, That was one thing. I never really explicitly stated what Gold is. I was thinking about making him bisexual because it would make more sense. Because it kind of follows with his personality traits too. And not saying that sexuality and personality correlate. Past ideas for your place that didn't make it. Just go up to people and yell, I am gay. For real. I mean, that's how I did it. No, I'm just kidding. That is not how I did it, but that would have been fun. But, yeah, so basically, I just decided that cutting that idea would be better. The fact that Hermes and Gold were best friends. Because originally, he was supposed to be. And I was just like, Hermes is just going to be the evil kid that nobody likes. You'd have Pastel having that idea. For real. Well, I mean, everybody kind of can tell that he's very fruity, actually. Not that he's a little, he's very fruity. But, yeah, so basically, I lost my train of thought. Oh, let me think of another idea that got cut. Because I told you guys about the storyline that got cut with Ray's dad, and I told you guys the storyline that got cut between Janet and Pastel and Pastel's dad. Pastel's dad was basically homophobic, transphobic, all of the sorts, and he didn't like that Janet was bisexual and did not like that Pastel was very homosexual. So he sort of abused them, and then he got arrested for it. Or a podcast episode. Yeah, I did a Camp Conduct podcast stream a long time ago, and I'm desperately considering doing another podcast episode or whatever. I would love to sort of talk about Camp Conduct. And I mean, like, I'd basically be restating stuff that I said today, but it would be more organized because I'd want to at least write down a little blurbs of what I want to cover so that I can make sure to get through all of them. You've said that their dad is all of the phobics. For real, he is. Well, not their dad, just Janet's ex-husband. But yes, Janet is bisexual, and I plan on visiting that plot line in season 1.5. Take that as you will. I will not be spoiling that part. But Camp Conduct season 1, there were a lot of scenes that I was supposed to add that I just never did. Like, one of the main scenes that I was supposed to add was the whole football thing, the soccer thing. Gold was supposed to be a part of, like, the professional football team. Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But Gold was supposed to be a part of, like, the camp football team, captain, whatever. And that would have made sense after like the bombing, that there would still be an event going on after, not the bombing, but after the lab explosion. While they were investigating it, they could still play the game. So they were still playing the game, and Pastel was supposed to go cheer on Gold, and he was going to say something, and Gold was going to say something back, and it kind of irked Pastel in a little bit of a way, and they made up with him. And then the morning of, they fought, which you saw in season 1, episode 13. They fought, and then they had that minor disagreement, and they had that cute little scene. Ooh, one other scene that was cut is that was kind of changed in a way. So when Gold takes Pastel up to like the overhang of the cliff, I don't know if you guys remember that. I mean, you should. It was in episode 13. But when Gold takes Pastel up to the little area that he's been working on all of camp or whatever, they were supposed to spend the night there. And originally I had planned, and well, me and my co-writer originally had planned that we would have started the series, they would, have that scene that they had, that moment, and then they could tell that they sort of liked each other, and then they'd go to sleep, and Pastel would wake up in the morning. Gold would wake up in the morning and see Pastel just sleeping peacefully, and he kissed him on the forehead. But I re-glanced at that scene before I recorded it, and I was like, I'm cutting that scene. I just think that although Pastel, if awake, would have probably consented to it, I just did not want to have that risk that, of showing that Pastel would not consent to it, because it was just like, it's just weird. I didn't want to condone doing that. Like, if they were in a relationship, sure, but they are not. They are technically still friends, so I did not want to impose that it was okay to do that to somebody that you like. I mean, sure, it would have been fine. It was just I wanted Gold to, I didn't want to portray Gold to be that type of person. I wanted, because we already saw Ray do it, and I was just like, I just wanted to be like, Gold would be the bigger man and understand that Pastel is sleeping, so he technically cannot consent to anything like physically. So he just realized that like he learned that he wasn't allowed to do that, which is like a big up on him, honestly. Because I did not want to impose that it was a-okay to do that type of thing, obviously. But yes, so Camp Conduct was supposed to be a lot more than it actually is. So that's why I want to turn it into a novel. I feel like it would just be easier for me to get my points across. Consent is smexy. For real. That's what I'm saying. I'm probably going to end stream in like 5 or 10 minutes. By the way, guys. I feel like I've been talking forever. I might do a stream tomorrow. I might do a stream tomorrow around... I have a meeting at 6. So I'll probably start streaming around 3 if I were to stream. And it would just be... It'd be like a where's Camp Conduct, what's Camp Conduct, like... moving on to a new era, fixing my mistakes or whatever, right? Don't end stream, never end stream. Well, sadly, I cannot just never end stream. I do have to end at some point. I do have to end at some point. But my goal was to sort of have that sort of stream tomorrow and really just cover what I just talked about, but in more depth and more detail. Because I think I owe it to you guys to kind of inform you guys on this. I was actually thinking about naming it something clickbait, like fixing my mistakes or amending for my mistakes. Hi, Den. Oh my god, we can review stream mod applications after I end stream because I'm about to end stream. Meet the head moderator, guys. The beautiful Denchi. Yeah, you missed a lot. I was just talking about Camp Conduct and scenes that weren't supposed to be in it and how I'm writing it as a novel. fire to tell. You go over cut ideas for camp conduct on tomorrow's stream. Yes, I will like actually brainstorm which ideas were cut and which ideas were left in the series, and then I'll let you guys formulate your own opinion on what should have been cut and what shouldn't have, what shouldn't have been. Because there's a lot of things that should have been cut and there's a lot of things that shouldn't have been cut. One of the things that we did cut actually makes sense that we cut. And it's about Ella, but I'm not going to explicitly state what it's about. But yes, I will go over the cut ideas from camp conduct on tomorrow's stream. Yes, feedback for the novel, period. I'll probably talk about the scenes that I plan to cover in the novel and that kind of stuff. So... I'm dying over here, guys. I'm like hiccuping like crazy. But yeah, I plan to cover that in next stream. Just so that you guys sort of have an idea, so that I can kind of be completely transparent with you guys and saying that camp conduct was horrible. It wasn't horrible. It's my pride and joy still. I loved that honestly, I'm just happy that I put myself out there and, you know, I tried to make a series by myself. I tried to do it. And I think for what it's worth, it looks great because I didn't have any studio help really. It was my friends and then body actors every like 2-ish episodes because I'd do Blockbuster and then I'd have to like wait on my voice actors to send their lines because they were all my friends. I feel like Pastel has a normal search history, just random thought. I mean, yeah. I guess. Oh, stop. Pancake, I thought you said sweet tea. I was like, girl, I could really go for some sweet tea right now. Sweet tea is amazing. Only thing I love about living in the South is their sweet tea. Anyway. Yeah, I plan to do a stream where I just talk about everything. Oh, also, sweet tea and mod applications for real. So, also, my plan is after stream, I hope that Den and I can go over the moderator applications and sort of tell you guys who's been accepted. Well, we're gonna reach out to each of you guys individually, whether or not you have been accepted for moderator or not. And chances are each of you are going to be accepted. I mean, you guys are relatively great people. That sounded very, very negative. You guys are great people. By relatively, I mean like nobody's perfect, but I did not mean it to be condescending. But basically my goal is to have that done. And then tomorrow we can have stream about the camp conduct, the future of camp conduct, where it is, what it's doing, and whatnot. Yeah, chances are Den will DM first. Because Den's going to be running you guys. Oh my god. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have each moderator be on like a trial basis. And then once you guys get accepted for your trial, like basically the trial basis means you have to be in more streams more regularly and you guys have to be like interacting with chat. And then we're going to do something like after the trial basis is over, you guys just become full moderators and you just got to be there at least 20% of the time. And I prefer 50% of the time, but 20% is going to be fine, I'd assume. Because that's like 2 streams out of, if I stream like twice a month. Well, if I stream twice a month, you better be in at least 1. But if I stream like 10 times, I keep doing that. If I stream like 10 times a month, then like you just got to be in 2. Trial sounds scary. It's not. It's just mainly making sure that you guys are being good moderators. And then we'll probably have like a meeting where we talk about everything. About what a moderator job is. But honestly, that is not really up to me. That's up to Den. Den is in charge of you guys. Anyway. I think I'm going to end stream now. I think I'm going to end stream. We can definitely... Let me check to make sure, like... Let me see if anybody is streaming right now? Because I feel like somebody has to be streaming. One of my friends has to be streaming. Let me check. Because I will do the little redirect thing if one of my friends are streaming. Not really friends, but if any of the creators that I'm mutuals with are streaming. And of course, none of them are. That's great. Okay, well, anyway. Pastel police will never know. I think they will. Yeah, I don't think you guys can bribe me. Anyway. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll just be chilling here. So, yeah, I know. So sad. I do want to stream tomorrow. I do desperately want to stream tomorrow. To do what I did today, but in more depth, more interaction. Yeah, it is 12:30 for me. I usually go to bed at 11. Give you 10K. Yeah. Love that. Would love that. But unfortunately not going to happen. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. It is very late for me. That it is. I'm very tired right now. So I'm probably going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to... Well, actually... I'm going to go to sleep after I get in a call with Den to work on moderator applications. And then, oh, that's one thing. Make sure you have your DMs on. If you don't, I mean, Den will still friend you, but make sure that, you guys are looking out for Den's username. Because Den will be the one messaging. But yeah, just make sure those who applied for moderator, make sure that you're checking out Den's message for you. Because there will be a message regardless of if you're accepted or not. So, I mean, I'm just getting a VC to talk about it with Den. I mean, I have an influence in who gets chosen, but it's not up to me. It's mostly up to Den. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I will see you guys later. It's been a great stream, of just talking about everything camp conduct. And not really building. This stream is definitely going unlisted. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you're from, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining stream.